Good morning and welcome to the Dragon Drive News, your source for news and entertainment from the Dragon Drive community. Brought to you by our friends at Summit Racing. Guys, I cannot thank them enough for coming on board. Let's get this thing started. I think I need to do another one of those and extend it just a little bit because about the time I really kind of get into that audio, it's over. So we're gonna do a new one of those this week, I promise. And we got Eric White in the back, the co-host of the Dragon Drive show on Wednesday nights. But speaking of co-hosts and Dragon Drive show and live streams, our good friend Adam Dory has kicked off his own live stream slash podcast that will be airing on Thursday nights at 9 a.m. Eastern. Right now, it is on the Adam Dory YouTube channel, but him and I have been talking, and he is going to obviously expand that with the podcasts and go to live on Facebook, all that kind of stuff. So he is growing out his brand, Adam Dory, Dorey, on YouTube. Find him, please. His first guest was this last week and was Matt Frost, creator of Rocky Mountain Race Week. Matt and Adam talked about Matt's car history. They talked about his Dragon Drive history, why and how he started Rocky Mountain Race Week, which literally came from a parking lot of car guys on Drag Week and how that grew from there. They talked about why they feel like Rocky Mountain Race Week is the best event for everyone and all that kind of stuff. It was a really great episode. It's about an hour and a half. And I think Adam has some serious guests lined up based on the pictures that he has been posting on social media, on Facebook and Instagram. Guys, so good luck to Adam. I want to say that. And then there is another new event. Another new event. I know I have been saying that a lot lately, which is so amazing. This gives us 25 Dragon Drive events in 2023. Now, that sounds like a lot. And I'll tell you, it is. This one is Delta Street Week. It is starting and ending at George Ray's Wildcat Drag Strip in Paragould, Arkansas. Guys, that is my old stomping grounds. That's where I grew up, over in that side of Arkansas. It's in the northeast corner over by Jonesboro. Y'all, I'm telling you, I'm talking to the promoter later today. This is going to be a fun event. It's August 31st through September 3rd. They have verbal commitments from all of the tracks from what the promoter said last night. We don't know. I don't know anything about rules or classes or anything like that yet, how much it's going to be. All I know is that it is August 31st through September 3rd, which leads into an absolutely crazy September. That makes 6 events that will span September right now. You can find that full list at dragondrive.com/news /blog, and then scroll down and see the 25 events posted down in there. September is going to be nuts. I mean, there's a little bit of everything everywhere all across the country. So if you are working on your car right now and you are trying to figure out when your end date is going to be, September is probably the best target you can have. There are events literally across the country. We've got the event at the end of the month, Back to the Streets Dragon Drive event in Milan, Michigan. We've got this event now, Delta Street Week, that'll be in Arkansas. You've got Rocky Mountain Race Week, which is at the very end of the month in Pueblo, Colorado. Redwood Rally is going to be in Northern California. And then you've got, of course, Hot Rod Drag Week, which is going to be in the Carolinas. Y'all, it's going to be nuts. There's absolutely a ton of stuff going on in September of 2023 for you Dragon Drive fans. I think I'm just going to take the entire month off. I think that's just what my goal is. And then later today or early tomorrow morning, I'm going to talk to Matt Lang, the main promoter of Back to the Streets. It is a no prep, heads up, 8th mile Dragon Drive event. I'll have all the details with him on it, and then we will play that recording during the Dragon Drive show on on Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern with, again, our buddy Eric White, who's in the back running the comments from the chat. Y'all, I appreciate everybody making comments this morning. I haven't even read them yet. Let's actually jump in and do that right now. I want to say thank you for coming in. Man, I'm blasting through stuff this morning. Been on 5 minutes and we got all these comments in here. We got everybody saying good morning. Facebook user here, just as a heads up, if you are in the StreamYard or if you're in the Facebook Drag and Drive Addiction group, if you scroll down to the bottom of the description, you can click give StreamYard permission to use your name. We got Rich Guido here, got an update about him coming up here in just a moment. The deals in here this morning. Good morning, Jay Blanchard, another one of the fast guys. We were posting stuff about the 2021, or I was looking through the 2021 Midwest Drags pictures yesterday. A lot of stuff in there from Jay and Brian. Let's see who else we got here. Oh man, I got people saying good morning to Rich Guido. People saying good morning to everybody here. Oh man, Austria. Wow. Hey, it was great to meet you. Talking in the parking lot that night. Oh man. Hey, when you get back to Arkansas, holler at me, dude. Listen, I'd love to come down and talk to you guys. Cool story there. Definitely him and his family moved over here from Austria with a little baby. So welcome to Arkansas and living in America. He's been over here quite a bit. But all right, back to some stuff here, guys. Built for Drag and Drive, brought to you by our friends at Sweet Patina. We're excited to have the team at Sweet Patina on board as the Built for Drag and Drive sponsor for 2023. Sweet Patina has detailed products, apparel, garage art, and more things you need in your garage and on your car, shiny or patina paint. My favorite item is the TKO hand cleaning wipes, which I'll be using later today because I'm doing a wheel bearing on the little Saturn or the Drag and Drive Pursuit vehicle because I'm running the route tomorrow for the circuit to make sure the roads are good and the route stops are sufficient for the competitors. This week's feature is Cooper Bogetti in his 95 LS swapped Mustang. Let me actually open up and give you guys a picture of this car. Cooper was on Wednesday night's episode. Oh man, where are we at here? Drag and Drive show. Yep. Cooper was on Wednesday night when we discussed all of his car. And why is it not on here? Hang tight. Hey Eric, why don't you jump on real quick and tell him some funny stories while I while I find this Cooper. Here we go. Never mind. Never mind. I got it here. All right. So Cooper was on discussing the car and all of his all of the adventures that him and Sketchy Furt had while they were on sick week. You can see the bucket in the front there. The car, very simple setup, and he essentially built this car out of spare parts that were laying around his garage from other builds. It's a stock bottom N53. It's got an LSA supercharger on it that has been on 3 or 4 different cars of his. I don't remember what cam and stuff set up. He said, I think maybe Trick Flow or Texas Speed. And then Power Glide trans from, I don't remember what project he said. And then a torque converter from he does not know what, but it is definitely the wrong torque converter. And this car is put together how I feel like a lot of folks should put a drag and drive car together. Just if you don't have to build something really, really nice to come out and play in these kind of events. You can just throw something together and have some fun. And then the Cooper, like an animal, yard sells this thing. I've packed and unpacked at one event and it was in the cart. So it wasn't hard to load and unload stuff. And I still hated it. So this is Cooper is our Built for Drag and Drive feature this week. Let me jump back in here to my notes. Love that car. And he was a lot of fun. He is car runs low tens. He DNF'd in 2022 with the car, but is number 100, Mr. Power Bottom on the dragandrive.com racer list presented by Summit Racing for the first event of 2023. When Six Summer hits, he will no longer be on the list. I'll guarantee it, because obviously we will continue to see the list dwindle. The ET slips dwindle for that And then DNF for 2022, 10,323 average for 2023's Sick Week event. Whew, that was a lot. All right, guys. Congratulations to Coop. Appreciate him coming on the other day. Let's listen to one of our ad reads by Destroyer 1320 and for Molly Motorsports.
Molly Motorsports is the official piston of DragOnDrive.com. Molly's Power Pack piston is the perfect candidate for your drag and drive car. Molly Motorsports competes in drag and drive events and supports our community. Project manager Eric Grillo raced a 10-second stick shift Nova at Hot Rod Drag Week 2022. He's also competed in Rocky Mountain Race Week last year with his C10 truck. Visit mollymotorsports.com for the most recent line of products.
If you are going to lean on your car, you have got to have a good set of pistons in there, and Molly Motorsports is your way to go for sure. All right, guys, we are talking through some notes here. I see Rich, love the Clutch Burners podcast. Yes, this actually is a great comment and leads us right into my next topic. On the Drag and Drive show on Wednesday night, we're going to have Rich Guido, Mr. Stick Shift, Mr. Drag and Drive himself, and Keith Turk. Y'all, you can't, there's no more royalty than those two dudes. You have the king of Drag and Drive, by David Freiberger. Actually, I don't know what you would call it, bequeathed Rich Guido as the king of Drag and Drive. And then Keith Turk is obviously the man behind Hot Rod Drag Week and Sick Week and all that kind of stuff in the tech and registration and all that kind of stuff. So we're going to discuss stick shift racing and long scenic drives with Rich Guido. Rich is a 5-time stick shift drag and drive class champion. He has a 1,500 horsepower, probably 1,500 plus horsepower big block Pontiac, which I know will make a lot of Pontiac guys happy. Pontiac GTO 65 GTO. He and Bill Armstrong, another huge stick shift racer, run the Clutch Burners podcast. If you have not listened to it, guys, I highly recommend it. You can find it on the Stick Shift Nation YouTube. It's really one of my go-to podcasts or YouTube streams, whatever YouTube events that I listen to a lot. It is a recorded and edited podcast. It's not a live stream, which is great because they can overlay pictures, they can overlay videos, they can talk about a lot of things, and they won't have the bumbling find the file like I had earlier. So it's amazing. Those guys are really knowledgeable about all that, and the guests they have on are amazing. It's always stick shift related stuff, obviously being a Clutch Burners podcast. I think they're episode 20 or 25 in now. So jump on there, binge all of it. Everything is different. They have 6 different questions they ask at the end for every guest, but that's the only thing that I found that seems to be similar between those. Keith Turk, I don't know what you call what Keith does. I don't know the technical term for that, so I'll just call him the race master. He's the race master of Hot Rod Drag Week, Sick Week, and the upcoming Sick Summer. I'm sure he will also be there for Death Week as well. But we're going to talk historical stuff with Keith, how he got involved in drag and drive, and he will say this, I would imagine, he's more of a land speed racer than he is a drag and drive racer. But because of his knowledge of cars and tech and things like that, he is the go-to guy for getting everything done in the back. We're going to talk about how he became friends with David Freiberger and how that led to him being in Hot Rod Drag Week. And then I know there's going to be some questions that you guys will have for it. If you will do me a favor, if you will ask those in the comment section down below and not the chat, that would really help me, because I'll be going back through the week and grabbing those questions again. Questions for Rich and Keith. I'll be making a post about those as well. Eric White has been working on a bunch of artwork for the show and getting our thumbnail down, so we should have that out later today. This episode is going to be a good one. It's going to be pretty wild. Let's shift back over to the comments. I see that Eric has a few of these starred here. Yeah. Rich says, so funny and humbling. Appreciate Mr. Freiberger for sure. Oh man, here we go. Kenneth Grant. This is why I love that Redwood Rally is started now. So good morning, doing my first drag and drive Redwood Rally in September. I think an event being out there is going to really change drag and drive. I know there are some guys talking about doing one in Idaho and Montana. Hadn't heard any updates on that in the last few weeks, but this Redwood Rally, they've been posting like crazy. If you haven't seen our episode with Jesse and Heather, you need to go watch it and make sure you're following them on social media. That level of promotion is what it's going to take to be a top tier drag and drive event. They are posting consistently. The videos they have are great, talking about the views that you're going to see, talking about all the stuff that goes into their drag and drive. And with helping on the Back to the Streets event, I don't know if I'm going to be able to make Redwood Rally now. So I'm I'm really working on some stuff, but I think I'd have to just crisscross the country in airplanes, and that may be a little harder on my budget than what I am prepared to do. All right, here we go. And then got to say, seeing Matt Frost's collection of cars at that show this weekend is epic. Yeah, the Rocky Mountain Race Week display. I don't remember what the car show name is, but they've been posting it all over. So if you follow Matt Frost, that'd be great. Yeah, buddy. Race car friends. That is probably one of the saddest things. The race car friends video from Sick Week is only about 20 cars long. So, yep. Oh, hey, here we go. Yep. Just noticed. Congrats on 3,000. Thank you very much. We crossed 3,000 subscribers on YouTube last week or week before last here. So, thank you very much for everybody that follows along with this and keeps up with us. All right, let's jump into the last little bit here. And then I got to go because I got to work on the car today. Who is working on their cars this weekend? Y'all, we have only a few days or weeks until these events kick off. Again, April is another huge drag and drive month, events across the country. If anybody's on the East Coast and hasn't signed up for the Southeast Street, and you need to do that. It is only 25 days away. There are still just a few spots open. I was talking with Scott Thompson the other day, and then I know Devin and them have been posting a lot more as well. Guys, 25 days from right now, we'll be talking about some of the fastest cars in the country. 8th Mile Drag and Drive. They've got a 235 class and a 275 class. I'm pumped about what that is going to do. That will kick off the 8th Mile lists, the 8th Mile National Drag and Drive lists. So that's going to be, I mean, they're going to set the world on fire with that and give some people some things to chase. So we'll see, I would think, several 4-second cars that will be out there. We've got 33 days until the circuit, which is our own event, April 14th through 16th. Again, that's why I'm driving the route tomorrow. Cruise and Lose is April 21st through 23rd in Lincoln, Nebraska. That is 40 days from right now. Carolina Drag Cruise, May 10th through 14th, is 59 days from right now. So if you can't make Southeast Street and you can make Carolina Drag Cruise, guys, you got to get on these events. I'm telling you, both of those are great ones. King of the Open Road, Oklahoma City, is May 27th and 28th. And based on what J-Rod was saying the other day on another podcast he was on, they will open up registration very soon for that event. Again, it is at Oklahoma City at Thunder Valley, and it is 77 days from right now. So we're very, very close. Jeremy Howell is upgrading his stick shift Fox body. If you guys remember, it is the flat plane 5.2 liter GT350 or GT500 engine. In that turbocharged Fox body Mustang, he's upgrading the cage to a 25.3 cage. It previously only had an 850 cage, so he could not run all out. That car had been 720s, 730s illegally at a track rental, or not illegally. I mean, you can do whatever you want to once, right? He is upgrading it, and it should be out later this summer, and it truly has the capability to completely reset the drag and drive stick shift record, which currently I think is Chad Fegley, or I know is Chad Fegley's in the Corvette at an 8033. We should see Chad back out, I would think, sometime this year. He absolutely destroyed his transmission at Sick Week. Hopefully he can get that thing back out by race week if he's going to attend. So I know he won't want to end the year on a DNF. So we'll see what he does there and what the plan is for that car. But it has been upgraded with the cage and it's ready to go sevens as well. So we could see a real dynamic there. Stick shift racing has certainly taken off. There were 20 something cars in that class for Sick Week, and I think it's only going to get bigger and better as we go throughout the year. Event promoters still are not sharing registered lists early, which is fine because you're going to have about 25 to 40% people drop out. So we're working through some of that and getting all of that. See if I can get some data ahead of time. But anyways, next week we're going to go down the rabbit hole of drag and drive trailers. I've been gathering pictures for the last 2 days of that stuff. I know Eric is grabbing pictures and notes and comments about that. So if you have questions, if you would like to show off your drag and drive trailer, please post it down in the comment section. I know there are a lot of people that run open trailers. I'm one of them. I know there's a lot of people that run enclosed trailers. We are going to talk about suspensions. We're going to talk about how to pack stuff, where to, is it better to carry your fuel or run on pump or buy at the track or what? We're going to have a lot of comments about that stuff. And then we'll have examples of what works and what doesn't. So let's jump in here. We got some comments popping off here. So Chad's been back out already and went 749. Wow. Then he lost a head gasket and turned his radiator into a balloon. Yep, I have not seen that yet. And then we got Trevor Brandon in here saying he can't wait until Rocky Mountain Race Week and Race Week. Yes, I'm excited about those as well. The Race Week thing is going to be interesting because I'll be in Detroit for Back to the Streets. And my plan is currently to fly from Detroit to Kansas City, Missouri, get back in the car and drive to Great Bend, Kansas to pick back up for Race Week 2.0. Will Tom Bailey be making a documentary on Sick Week like last time? I would certainly think so. Luke had asked for videos and for videos about a week ago. So I would think, putting something like that together just takes so much time. And then Jeff Kirchick says still thrashing to get ready for the circuit. Well, dude, you got 40 something days. So chop, man. Let's go. Rich Guido says a new QA1 upper control arms going on today and a clutch adjustment video. Hopefully bring it on, dude. We all need that kind of info. And then Jay Blanchard, we're working hard to have our trailer all dialed in before the circuit. Jay and Brian Acton have ran a basket for a long time. And while it looks so amazing when they're doing a burnout in front of the Route 66 Mother's Grill with the basket hanging off the back, I know it's going to be even cooler with the trailer on the back of it. So, guys, that is the show for today. I am getting busy. Thank you for watching. I appreciate everybody that has been in today. I appreciate everybody that has made comments and stuff today. It has helped get me, I don't know, I'd say motivated, but I got to get out here and get to work and get this car done and get on the road. I'm still mapping out the route that we're going to take, or I can't decide if I just want to give you the locations and have no designated route. So I don't know what I'm going to do yet. We've still got about 40 days to work through that. So, all right, Eric, I'm going to bring you on and you tell them where to find us on Wednesday night.
It helps when you unmute your mic for sure.
Surprise.
7 p.m. Wednesday night, we'll have Rich on and we'll have Keith Turk. So you're not going to want to miss that. So Wednesday night, all of our social medias, 7 p.m. Central.
Yep. It's going to be awesome. All right, guys, later.
See ya.